Hello and welcome to my Yugioh channel. Today we're looking at a brand new Maxim monster which has been used by Asana and it supports the wurm type. This is a wurm excavator, the heavy mequestrian wurm. This is the left version. It is an earth attribute wurm type Maxim effect monster, level 3 with 800 attack and 0 defense. The requirement is Maxim mode and the effect, this card gains 300 attack times the number of cards in your hand. So the more cards you have, the more powerful this becomes. If you've got a hand of 5, then that's an extra 1,500 attack points, making a 2,300 attack point monster in total. This next card is Wurm Excavator, the heavy mequestrian wurm R, so this is the white version. It's an earth attribute wurm type Maxim effect monster, level 3 with 800 attack and 0 defense. The requirement, as a Maxim mode, you can activate this by placing one card from your graveyard on the bottom of the deck, and the effect is to choose and destroy one spell or trap card on the field, then draw one card, and if you destroy a field spell card with this effect, you can draw an additional card. This is a decent enough effect because potentially if it's a field spell, you get to draw 2 cards. Even if not, you're destroying one of your opponent's threatening cards, there's back row, as well as replacing with an additional draw. That's always going to be beneficial. The cost requirement of this effect isn't bad because it's just sending one of your cards from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Yes, it's going to be more difficult for you to retrieve that card, but if you're not particularly caring about the card you're actually sending to the bottom of the deck, it doesn't matter either way. And this card is the boss monster itself, Wurm Excavator, the heavy mequestrian wurm. It's an earth attribute wurm type Maxim effect monster, level 10 with 3,500 attack as its maximum, or 2,500 attack and 0 defense. The requirement is for Maxim mode, the continuous effect is this card cannot be destroyed by the effects of your opponent's trap cards. And the effect, you can maximum summon this card with Wurm Excavator, the heavy mequestrian wurm L, and the right version. If you do summon this through Maxim mode, it does gain the abilities of the other 2 monsters, so it gets that whole effect where it gains 300 attack times the number of cards in your hand. Potentially you could have a 5,000 attack monster on the field if you're looking at it from that point, and from the secondary ability of the other card, being able to destroy one of your opponent's back row cards and then drawing an additional card. It's also very useful because it's getting rid of both sides of the threat. You're protecting it from any sort of battle destruction. You're also protecting it by its own effect by protecting itself from any effects related to trap cards. So your opponent really only has the option of using a spell card to get rid of this card. That's quite difficult to do, especially with the limitations on how some of the power-based cards, especially the spell cards, have been limited. What do you guys think of this Maxim monster? Is this something you'd consider playing? Have you already played with this style of deck and does it work for you? I'd love to know in the comments section down below. As always, make sure to like the video to support the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you.